Asterisk cigarettes are not just a habit, they are a deadly trap. Each stick contains over 7,000 toxic chemicals, 70 of them are known to cause cancer. With every breath of smoke, your lungs fill with poison, your heart struggles harder, and your blood becomes thicker and weaker. Smoking is the leading cause of lung cancer and one of the biggest reasons for heart disease, strokes, and chronic breathing problems. It doesn't just harm the smoker, it harms everyone around them. Children exposed to secondhand smoke are more likely to suffer from asthma, ear infections, and even sudden infant death. And here's the harsh reality: smoking kills more than 8 million people every single year. That's more lives lost than alcohol, drugs, car accidents, and violence combined. But there is hope. The moment you stop smoking, your body begins to repair itself. Within 20 minutes, your heart rate drops. Within weeks, your lungs start to clear. And within months, your risk of heart disease and cancer decreases dramatically. Quitting is not easy, but it's possible, and every attempt brings you closer to freedom. You deserve a life filled with energy, health, and years to spend with the people you love. Don't let cigarettes steal your story. Take control. Choose health. Choose life. Say no to smoking because your future is worth it. Asterisk. Smoking may look like a simple choice, but it is one of the most dangerous decisions a person can make. Behind every cigarette lies a factory of poison, more than 7,000 chemicals, 70 of which are directly linked to cancer. Arsenic, tar, carbon monoxide, these are not things you would ever willingly put into your body, yet every puff delivers them straight into your lungs. Over time, the damage becomes unavoidable. The lungs lose their strength, making every breath feel heavier. The heart works harder, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. The skin ages faster, teeth turn yellow, and the body begins to break down piece by piece. Smoking doesn't just affect appearance, it silently steals years from your life. But the tragedy of smoking goes beyond the smoker. Secondhand smoke kills over 1 million people each year, people who never chose to smoke themselves. Children growing up in homes with smokers are more likely to suffer from asthma, lung infections, and even sudden infant death syndrome. Smoking is not just a personal habit, it is a chain that pulls down families and communities. Statistics tell a painful story. Every year, smoking is responsible for more than 8 million deaths worldwide. That means every 5 seconds, someone loses their life because of tobacco. Compare that to car accidents, drugs, or violence. Cigarettes kill more people than all of them combined. And yet, tobacco companies still spend billions on advertisements, making cigarettes look glamorous, stylish, or relaxing, when in truth, they are selling addiction and disease. But here is the other side of the story: quitting works. The moment you put down your last cigarette, your body begins to fight back. After just 20 minutes, your heart rate and blood pressure start to drop. After 12 hours, the carbon monoxide in your blood decreases. Within weeks, your lungs begin to clear and your sense of taste and smell return. After a year, your risk of heart disease is cut in half. And after a decade, your risk of lung cancer drops dramatically. Yes, quitting is hard. Nicotine is one of the most addictive substances on earth. But millions of people have done it, and you can too. Support groups, nicotine replacement therapies, and professional help all increase your chances of success. More importantly, every attempt matters. Even if you fail once, twice, or 10 times, each try brings you closer to freedom. Imagine a life where you breathe deeply without pain, where you can run, laugh, and live without depending on a cigarette. Imagine the money saved, the years regained, and the moments with loved ones that smoking would have stolen from you. Cigarettes don't define who you are. You are stronger than your addiction. You have the power to take back control, to choose health, to choose life. So ask yourself, is a few minutes of smoke worth a lifetime of pain? Or will you decide today that your future, your family, and your dreams are worth more?
Asterisk numbers don't lie. They tell a story far more powerful than words. Smoking is not just an individual habit, it is a worldwide epidemic. Every single year, tobacco kills more than 8 million people across the globe. 7 million of them are people who smoke daily, trapped by nicotine addiction. But more than 1 million of these deaths are people who never chose to smoke: children, parents, co-workers, friends' lives stolen by secondhand smoke. Let's put that number into perspective. 8 million people is the population of an entire city gone every year because of cigarettes. Imagine a stadium filled with 50,000 people. Now imagine 160 stadiums, all completely wiped out in a single year. That is the scale of the silent killer. The tragedy is even greater when you compare it to other causes of death. Smoking takes more lives than alcohol, illegal drugs, car accidents, murders, and wars combined. In fact, 1 out of every 10 deaths in the world is caused by tobacco. And yet, despite these devastating facts, the tobacco industry continues to thrive. They spend billions of dollars on advertising, cleverly disguising cigarettes as symbols of style, success, or relaxation. They target young people, ensuring the next generation of customers, while knowing very well that half of those who start smoking will eventually die because of it. Every 5 seconds, somewhere in the world, a life ends because of tobacco. 5 seconds, that's less than the time it takes to light a cigarette. By the time you finish watching this video, dozens of people will have already lost their lives to this epidemic. The numbers are clear. The truth is undeniable. Cigarettes are not just a habit, they are one of the deadliest inventions in human history. Asterisk. When someone smokes, the harm doesn't stop with them. Cigarettes create invisible victims: families, friends, and especially children who breathe in the same toxic air. Secondhand smoke contains more than 7,000 dangerous chemicals, many of them deadly. For children, it means higher risks of asthma, pneumonia, ear infections, and even sudden infant death syndrome. Imagine a child struggling to breathe, coughing through the night not because they chose to smoke, but because someone else did. For spouses and partners, living with a smoker increases the risk of lung cancer and heart disease, even if they have never touched a cigarette themselves. Every breath they take in a smoke-filled room is another step closer to illness. But the impact isn't just physical, it's emotional. Families watch the people they love weaken day by day. A father too tired to play with his kids. A mother coughing through every conversation. A teenager embarrassed to hug a parent who smells of smoke. Cigarettes don't just shorten lives, they poison relationships. Think about the financial cost, too. Money that could be spent on food, education, or experiences is burned away literally. Over the years, thousands of dollars vanish into smoke, while medical bills pile higher and higher. And perhaps the most painful part, the grief of losing a loved one too soon. A parent taken from their child, a friend gone before their time. Smoking doesn't just claim the life of the smoker, it leaves behind broken families, empty chairs at the dinner table, and memories cut short. Every cigarette is more than a risk to yourself, it's a risk to the people you love most. Quitting isn't just about saving your own life, it's about protecting your family, your children, and your future together. Asterisk.
Asterisk. For many smokers, the idea of quitting feels impossible. Nicotine is one of the most addictive substances on earth, and cigarettes are designed to keep you hooked. Every craving, every stressful moment, every routine coffee break feels like a trigger. But here's the truth: quitting is not only possible, it's life-changing. The journey begins with a decision. The decision to take back control from an addiction that has stolen your health, your money, and your peace of mind. And the moment you stop smoking, your body begins an incredible process of healing. In just 20 minutes, your heart rate and blood pressure begin to drop. Within 12 hours, carbon monoxide levels in your blood decrease, allowing more oxygen to reach your organs. In just 2 to 3 weeks, your circulation improves and your lungs start to function better. Within a year, your risk of heart disease is cut in half. And within 10 years, your risk of lung cancer drops significantly. Science shows us that the body wants to heal, it just needs the chance. Every day without cigarettes is a victory, and every attempt to quit, even if it's not perfect, brings you closer to freedom. Of course, quitting is not easy, but no one has to do it alone. There are powerful tools available: nicotine replacement therapies, medications, counseling, support groups, and quit lines. Millions of people around the world have successfully quit smoking, and each of them started with a single step: the courage to try. Think of what quitting means for your life. More energy to play with your children, more money saved to travel, to build, to dream, more years to live without the constant fear of disease. And most importantly, more time to spend with the people you love. Yes, the cravings will come. Yes, the struggle is real. But every craving passes and every struggle makes you stronger. Imagine waking up one day, taking a deep breath, and realizing you are finally free from the smoke, free from the addiction, free to live the life you deserve. Quitting smoking is not about losing something. It's about gaining everything back: your health, your freedom, your future, asterisk.
At the end of the day, smoking is not about the cigarette, it's about your life. Every puff is a choice to weaken your body, shorten your future, and risk the people you love. But every cigarette you refuse is also a choice for strength, health, and freedom. The numbers are frightening, the dangers are real, but the hope is stronger. Millions of people have broken free from smoking, and so can you. It doesn't matter how long you've smoked or how many times you've tried to quit. What matters is the decision you make today. Imagine your future, breathing deeply without pain, laughing with your children, living long enough to watch your dreams unfold. That future is waiting for you. It begins the moment you say no more. Cigarettes do not define you. Your strength does. Your choices do. Your future does. So today, take back your story. Choose health. Choose freedom. Choose life because you are worth it.
If you found this video helpful, inspiring, or eye-opening, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community. Stay tuned for more tips, stories, and life-changing advice. Your support means the world, and together, we can make healthier choices every day.